Wow. Welcome, guys, to the module 1 of this training. Now we are just starting the training. Today we'll be discussing about web fundamentals such as domain and hosting registration. This is the basis of what we are to do. Without this, we cannot have our sales page. So let's just run through. This module 1 is divided into 2 videos. This will be just an explanation of what domain, hosting, and some other concepts are. While the next video, I will put you through how to register the domain yourself. So let's get started. Now, what is an hosting, or what do you refer to as hosting? Now, see an hosting like a land you are renting on the internet. Now, not the physical world. Now we are talking about the virtual world on the internet. So you are renting a space on the internet. That's what hosting is all about, and it is on your host that you upload all your content, such as text, files, images, videos, graphics, and other media files. So that is what an hosting simply means. Why domain is the address to your land or to your space on the internet. Now, I'm sure most of you have visited Google today, at least to look for something. Now, normally every website has a unique address. Now, that unique address is an IP address, Internet Protocol address. But for we human beings, because IP looks like 196.24. Now imagine you having 5 websites that you visit often, and you have to cram the IP address of those websites. That will be a very tedious task for us human beings. That's why we have domain names. So Google has a unique identifier on the internet, which means they have the IP address. Facebook has its own IP address. Nairaland and other websites like that, they have their IP address. But because we are human beings, we need something we can easily remember. That's why there is a system in place that map the IP address to a domain name. So example of a domain is google.com. The word itself, google.com, is the word domain name. So it is more or less like the address to your website. If you want to visit Google now, you have to type in Google in your web browser. If you want to visit Facebook, you have to type Facebook in your web browser. So that's what domain is all about. Now you will see we have .com, google.com. The last link that I put here is gg.ng. Now that .com and that .ng, they are referred to as domain extension. I will talk more about that in our next video. Now, website. Before you can have your website, your domain and hosting must be available first. That's the first before you can have your website. So your website is a collection of both hosting, domain, and your content. So it is when you have these 3 things that you have a website. So your website is a collection of pages. Now see it like this: 1688.com. There are many and numerous pages, web pages under 1688.com. Now 1688.com or alibaba.com is a website. Why those product pages? Page for health products, page for shoe, page for fitness product and the likes. They are web pages. Now collection of these web pages gives what? The website. So your website is the summation of your hosting, domain, and content. Now, what is a web page? A web page is just, or more or less, like a document on your website. Now, documents can contain various elements such as text. What you are viewing now is a document created using a PowerPoint. You get it now? But when we talk of pages on a website, we refer to them as web page. So see a product page as a web page. Now, collection of product pages give you a website. Now, I made an illustration here, www.alibaba.com/product page. This is a web page. Now, the sales page you'll be creating is also a page under our website. So it means you can have hundreds, in fact you can have 200, 500 sales page or sales pages under just one website, provided you have the hosting resources to take on everything. Now, hosting and domain registration. We have talked about the concept, what is hosting, what is domain registration. Now, there are some companies that are registered, and what they do is they help you register and manage your hosting resources. So if you want to get your domain and your hosting registered, these are the companies that are responsible. That's what they do. They are responsible for that. So I will discuss about the domain and hosting registration in our next video. So you need to register on a web hosting with a web hosting company and register your hosting and domain. Now, the hosting and domain is not free. Yes, it's not free. Don't forget, I said it's more or less like you are renting a space on the internet, and there are some people responsible for managing this space on the internet. So you have to pay them certain fee. Now, there are two types, don't let me say types. There are two categories of hosting. We have the foreign host, and we also have the Nigerian host, or you say the local or domestic host. When I say local, I mean web hosting company owned or that is located in Nigeria. Although if you host with a foreign web hosting company or domestic web hosting company, your website will still be accessible anywhere in the world. But the thing is, foreign hosts, the foreign guys are maintaining and managing it, while the domestic and hosting, they are maintained by Nigerians. Now, most people will recommend foreign hosts. Yes, I will also recommend foreign hosts. But since you are just starting out, not like you are creating something huge, something that requires huge traffic, I will recommend you start with domestic or Nigerian host for now, for a start. So when you are good enough, you can then think of using a foreign host. So we'll be making use of a Nigerian host to register our domain and hosting account. So in our next video, I will walk you through every step to register your domain and your hosting. Thanks for watching this, and see you on the next video. Bye.